Amen, dude. It's been a while, but here we are. So, I really wanted to talk about RTO, return to the office mandates, because it's been actually affecting my work-life balance, actually, ever since the beginning of this year. It's just been getting worse and worse and worse. It hasn't gotten any better. It has not gotten any better at all. Now, back in the zombie war, as I call it, you guys should be probably aware of what I'm talking about. Years back, cough, 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 right? 2020 to 2024 was like some of the most productive years I've had in IT, by the way. So for the people that don't know, I'm in IT. I've been an IT professional for, I guess we're going on to, 11 years now. Yeah, 11 years. Crazy. But yeah, 2020, 2024 was amazing. Super productive, full remote. I could multitask at my own pace. I could exercise way easier and more time to exercise. I could just plan better. I could get stuff done better and better pace, more productive at a better pace. I could really schedule myself from Monday to Friday way better than I am now. Man, I was saving a lot on gas too, man. Especially since gas prices are insane right now. I was saving a lot of gas. I was saving a lot of money on dry cleaning, clothes, food, just those little things. And those things definitely add up as time goes by, man. But I took every advantage of those years, man. I took every advantage. I was paying off debts, paying bills early, on time. I could just plan my day better, man. My days were way more structured back then, dude. To the point where I even doing errands and working was fine. Make sure I'm attending my meetings and stuff, dude. I was enjoying myself. I was even doing indoor hobbies while working, dude. Like I literally have, I would have one laptop, watching like anime or something, or the latest on Punisher or something like that while working. Like I was enjoying the hell out of that shit, dude. It was great. No complaints whatsoever. No complaints. And then it just started getting shitty. It just started getting shitty. They started adding, saying that we had to actually go back to the office and that we had to be hybrid. So that meant, you go to the office a couple times a month, maybe like 10, 11 times a month. So you could kind of maybe do your first 11 days and then after that, just work home the whole month. That wasn't so bad. And then they kept changing the rules again. Now they're like, oh, well, now it's a weekly threshold of 3 times in a week. I'm like, dude, okay. It's like, but now you could kind of be flexible around what days of the week. Most people don't like going to the office on Fridays. I don't blame them, right? Or on Mondays, right? So people would usually go Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, right? That used to be the thing. And then they changed the rules again because people weren't going to the office. You're like, yeah, fuck that shit. I don't blame them. Because when we were all remote, people were buying homes or moving to different states and cities where they were further away from the offices. Why? So they could save money, right? Dude, I almost moved to Alabama, dude. I'm not going to lie. I almost moved to Huntsville, Alabama because at the time I was remote. I'm like, dude, I'm remote anyway. I could just save mad money. But funny enough, that next year, boom, we have to go to office, and where I work at didn't have an office in Alabama, so I was fucked. Couldn't even choose that whole state. So that's the other thing. Once they called it the office hubs, right? It would limit you to what state you could actually be in, right? So if you were in a state with no office, bro, you better move to a state nearby or find another job. And especially if you had a house, kids, maybe other things going on, family, yeah, you're going to have to make a choice. So that really kind of fucked us up, man. It really did. Like the whole reason most of us from the class of the 09s, shout out to my 09 people out there who are doing IT and stuff. Most of us did IT so we could work remote. That's why most of us did it. I mean, not going to cap with that. That's why most of us did it. and we eventually were remote. A lot of us were remote. But going back to the office, man, like my productivity just lowered. Like I'm a person, everyone's different. I'm a person where I would rather be at the cafe or the library or something, at home chilling, working. I'm definitely more productive that way. Me being in office, I'm more bothered by just people making noises, talking out loud, trying to bother me. I don't really care about the corporate poker face you have to keep up with to make sure everyone, to show that you're a nice person and all that bullshit. I just don't like the stuff you have to keep up with while you're in the office. And I just get extremely distracted. Like I get easily distracted. Dude, most people in the office, right? Real talk, are on Google Chrome or another tab, just browsing other stuff, maybe reading articles or something, or listening to a podcast. That's what most people are doing, dude, especially in IT, like, especially my type of work. We have moments of idleness, dude. Like, we're not just always gunning at the keyboard. Like, that's not what we do. Even the software engineers are not always doing that shit, right? There's a lot of gaps in between where we're just chilling, We're taking our time, chilling. We're not always at the, with our eyes glued to the screen all the time. Like, that is totally false. That is totally false. And I think working at home, it was better because, hey, you want to take a walk? Hey, go ahead and take a little quick walk. You could do that. Oh, you want to quickly go ride your bike? You could quickly do that and come back. Like, you could do that. You could maybe avoid paying for childcare if you have kids or something, or maybe have more time with your kids if you're remote, right? I mean, you could literally save a lot of money working remote, dude. Gas, daycares, childcare, stuff like that. Attending more of your kids' activities or stuff like that. Not being tired and drained by the time you come back at 6 p.m. and shit, like after traffic. Like, dude, it takes a lot out of you. And then especially if, who knows how bad your commute is. Luckily for me, it's not so bad right now, but years past, it was terrible. Like an hour, like that was painful. 2 hours of the day were used driving. Like that was painful. And even if you like driving, still, driving to work ain't fun, dude. It's not fun at all. Now, it's more fun leaving that shit, but going, hell no. Then buying lunches, buying snacks to stuff your face with. Like, there's more money consumption, right? Like, and then, not only that, as a man, like, you got to be cautious going to the office now, right? Dating in the office is pretty much a no-go, right? No point risking your job. Don't do that dumb shit, all right? I mean, if you have female coworkers, cool. As long as you're cool and not bothering you, cool. But what else do you really get besides having to be cautious about the women that are around you? I don't know. Do you want to be a work husband? What if your female coworker or work wife snitches on you and you have a girlfriend or wife at home or some shit? I see it as, if you're a woman, you probably have the most benefit. Honestly, you get attention from women, you get attention from men, attention from your coworkers, attention from your manager, attention when you're on meetings. Like you get, there's multiple ways of options for getting attention. Just being in an office as a woman, which is a plus for y'all, right? But as a man, it's like, fuck. Like, I don't want to have to go to the office to give women attention that I don't give a shit about. Like, and it'll be funny, man. Sometimes, coworkers are coworkers, right? You don't have to like them, right? But man, sometimes you ever have that coworker that is just like a pain in the ass, and maybe she'll say something to you and you're just like, just leave me alone. Just leave me alone, please. Like, she'll send you some long message on Microsoft Teams. You're just like, bruh, just stop. Like, just chill out. Like, I don't have the time to respond to this. So I'm just going to say, like, okay. And just like continue on my life, like those coworkers I just avoid, right? But some, like I said, some coworkers are cool. I can chat with. Not all the time. Like you guys who are in corporate know how it is. You have a team, it may be great. You go to another team, it may be shitty. Like, you might have a good manager a couple of years, then boom, you have a shitty manager. It just happens, right? But besides, okay, maybe as a man, you're escaping something. Maybe you have a toxic ass home or some shit. Maybe you just want to break from your kids and family. That's fine. Or maybe you just like being in the office. Maybe for you, you're productive in the office. Fine. Okay. But what other benefit are you getting? Now, I will say this. In certain fields, right? You being in the office means that you have a more possibility of moving up. Now that is true. A person that is remote may have less chances of promotion or new job opportunities than someone that's actually hybrid or in the office, because most of the jobs are now strictly hybrid or in the office, which sucks, right? So now, even if you want to move up, you might have to say, man, I might have to leave to another company. But here's the thing. The other companies are doing 4 times in the office up to a whole 5 days. So it's like, what's the point? Like, they got things where now they're tracking IP addresses to see where you're at. I'm like, bro, this is getting too far, man. And now they're even doing we got report cards, like attendance reports to see how many times we went to the office. They would count the badge swipes, and then you get you pat yourself on the back to know that you went to the office the right amount of times. So I'm like, okay, thanks for giving me this report card. I feel like a child, dude. It's ridiculous. And then now they say badge swipes don't matter. Now IP address and 60% in the office each month. If you're on the naughty list, not on the naughty list, which is under 60%, right? Then your manager will tap you on the back and say, hey man, you're under 60%. Make sure you keep going to the office. Like, bro. And then they added the shit to performance reviews. And here's my thing, right? If you're going to prove to me that being in the office helps, it makes people more productive, right? I want the higher ups to actually prove it. Give us the data to say, you know what? Since people have been going to the office more, yeah, we're way more productive. Our performance reviews are higher. People are generally happy. I want to see the fucking data, but I doubt they're going to give us that shit. So guess what? Anytime I get a survey employee survey about how I enjoyed RTO, bro, man, I'd be honest, dude. I'd be going in on that shit. Of course, I don't put my name on there, but I'd be going in. It's downhill, bro. It's not getting any better, bro. It's just not, man. I just don't see the benefit for men. I just don't. I had a manager that almost got me too, a couple years back. This from giving a female coworker a compliment about her eyes, dude. Later to find out, the chick actually snitched on his manager about the compliment and said that he was some type of predator or something. What the fuck, bro? This guy I've known that guy for years. Good dude, good father, pastor, Army vet, been a project manager for years, man. Got a lot of experience, good leader, manager, really chill dude. Then all of a sudden, he almost took a L just by giving a compliment. Bro, no, it's over. It's over. Dude, and I feel bad for Gen Z or anyone younger who's going into IT now, bro. You missed the golden time to be in IT, right? Because the importance on going to the office wasn't that big of a deal, dude. I swear to God. Even when we went because we had cool team members. Going to the office used to be fun because, well, maybe you got lucky and you had a really good team. Y'all could laugh it up, chill, be productive too. But guess what? The truth is that's very rare. Especially with this RTO bullshit, dude, I have every reason not to like to go to the office now. There's no reason besides me drinking my coffee and chilling in the mornings. I'm like, dog, I'm so out of here. I can't wait to get out of there, dude. It's just not the same anymore. And I'm, maybe for new cats that are into IT, maybe the entry level folks, maybe you're kind of hype and you're like, yeah, office. But dude, the shit dies down, bro. It dies down. After 5 years, you're going to be like, dude, fuck this. I swear, dude. But, there's still remote stuff out there, right? There's still other corporate folks that are not in IT that do remote stuff. But, man, my sector, man, it's just going downhill, dude. It's going downhill. We already have issues with financial planning where they lower salaries and Promotions are harder to get. Like getting there's other ways to get like kind of pats on the back in corporate, but don't mean shit anymore. Like they don't even mean anything. You know, the real thing you care about is getting paid, getting promotions, going up the ladder, and getting the hell out of the office, dude. Getting back to being able to close the laptop and being, hey, I'm done, dude, because you're not paying me for overtime. You know, I'm gonna close this laptop and I'm done. But RTO, dude, it's a trip. You know, like I said, for us that we're enjoying the remote years, dog, and maybe you're still remote now. Like, if you're still remote now, I envy y'all. Like, for real. I'm jealous. For real. I envy y'all because that was my most productive time, dude. I don't know if we ever get that shit back, but whatever. But besides escapism for men, right? Maybe you just need a break from your crib. I get it. What other reason do men benefit from return to office compared to women? Like women have the ultimate benefit, right? They get potential job promotions, right? Potential networking, attention from multiple lanes of attention, multiple options of attention that are usually going to be good, positive. Validations, of course. Like you're getting tons of stuff of as women going to the office. You know, men, it's just like, well, I mean, if you want a future, nigga, if you want a future, maybe you should go to the office. But what else? You know, that's kind of my question for y'all, dude. I just don't think there's any benefit. I mean, it just like in IT, dude, you don't need to be in the office. Like most of us can do our jobs at a Starbucks, low key. Like most of us can go to a Starbucks, a library, a cafe, and just chill, headphones. You know, you listen to some music podcasts, just doing your thing. Like we don't have to be in some office, bro. Especially for us that have teams that are all over the country, all over the in many states and cities, towns. Like we really don't need that, man. We learned our lesson and during the zombie war, as we call it, that hey, dude, we could actually be productive and be remote. Hell yeah, why not? But here we are, you know, because of corporate real estate and the higher ups demanding it for no damn reason. So we'll see how that goes. But let me know what you guys think, and I'll get back at you guys later. Peace.